Hello, I'm Robert Simmons. I'm here to talk to you today because my friends at Star Calling and Lavender Shop have asked me to say a few words about the significance of azeztulite in 2026. I've already made a video telling a little bit of the historical story of azeztulite over the last 35 years from the time that it first came to me. And now we fast forward to this year, which is a year of critical importance in the history of the world. I'm sure many of you can feel that. Can you feel the vibration of the world becoming more and more activated? Are you experiencing in your own awareness and in your body a kind of intensification and acceleration of your own vibrational frequencies? When you meditate, are you having experiences of light? Or are you having experiences of connecting with higher vibrational beings? If you would like to have experiences like that, the stone I recommend is this stone, azeztulite. This is the original white azeztulite from North Carolina and Vermont. And there are also, as I mentioned in my other video, there are about 16 varieties of azeztulite that have been found thus far. This is another one, Satyaloka clear azeztulite from India. And this is one I love very much, Saurolite azeztulite from New Zealand. But what about azeztulite's significance this year? Well, when I look at the world around me, I see both an intensification of darkness that we might see on the news. We might see the many bad things that are happening. I don't have to say what each one of them is. And at the same time, in our inner lives, there's more and more divine things that are happening. There's more light coming in. There's more love in our hearts. If we look for it, we can find it instantly. So the role of azeztulite this year is to help us reach critical mass, help us reach the tipping point in which the light comes through each of us and all of us, and it comes right into our cells, right into our DNA, right into the earth under our feet, so that both humanity and the earth become illumined, become radiant, become entities of light, coexisting and co-creating with one another a heavenly world. We've always known in our hearts that a heavenly world was possible. And the beings of azeztulite are an angelic group soul who have come to this planet to facilitate the Earth's making the jump to the higher level of activation that we'll experience ourselves as the Earth becoming a planet of light. And we'll also experience our own essential nature as beings of light while still incarnated in these bodies. One of the first things the Azez told us when they were communicating about azeztulite and its power and purpose was they said that it will penetrate its light, the light of the great central sun that this stone carries, will penetrate our bodies, not only the chakras, not only our energy system, but into every cell. And they'll stimulate every cell to emanate light. Now it's interesting because I've learned that the DNA in every cell in our bodies already emits visible light at a very, very, very low, weak level. But what this tells me is our DNA can be luminous. It can emit light. It already does. but it's so dim and weak that we don't see it, except in exceptional people who have activated their light bodies, for example. So this stone, when you meditate with it, invite it into your heart. Breathe with the stone, invite it into your heart. Picture it coming into your heart. Feel its energy in your heart. Welcome it. As you inhale, invite the stone in. As you exhale, offer your gratitude. Repeat this process until you're in resonance with the stone and its light. And many of you, when you do this, will experience visions of light, flashes of light, awareness of light in your consciousness. Some of you will be able to feel the light in your cells as though there were trillions of tiny particles of light filling you everywhere and turning on everywhere. Some of you may experience a beam of light coming down through your heads and moving into your heart and then spreading through your whole body. I see Azeztulite this year receiving and broadcasting a greater intensity of light than it has ever been able to emanate up to this time. It's a powerful stone, and it always has been, but as the project of the Azez continues to make its progress, and as more and more people meditate and carry these stones and work with them consciously, this accumulates more and more of the light power of the great central sun in the body of the earth and in our hearts and in our energy systems and in our cells. So this year is the best year since Azeztulite was discovered to work with it, because there's more power available through these stones now than there has ever been. And this is going to increase and increase. Right now, when one person meditates with an Azeztulite, it amplifies and magnifies the light in that person's environment, but also in the whole field of human consciousness, because we're all connected. So you can influence the whole field of human consciousness simply by working with this stone, inviting its light into you, and then imagining, envisioning, visualizing this light coming out of you as if your own heart was a sun, because your heart is a sun. And every cell is a tiny sun broadcasting its light in your body. There have been many things over the history of the human species that have held us in a kind of darkness, but those days are almost over. 2026 can be the year of the transmission of the light. It can be the year that the light prevails. It can be even the year that all the quartz in the Earth's crust becomes activated as Azeztulite, and the Earth itself becomes a planet of light. I can tell you now that these words are coming from my heart. I'm speaking what my heart wants me to say. My heart sees further into the future than my mind can ever do. And right now, my heart is saying to me, broadcast to the people of Japan who are seeing this video, broadcast our love. Broadcast your own love, Robert. Let the love of the divine light fill the field of everyone who's seeing this video. Fill the field of everyone who meditates or wears an Azeztulite. fill the field of the planet Earth. So now just for a moment, I'll be silent and I'll meditate with you, and we'll invite the light into us and into the field of all human beings and our planet Earth. All right, now I'll begin. Thank you for doing that with me. I feel very moved and very grateful for each person who's watching this. I feel very grateful for Star Calling and Lavender Shop, for volunteering to bring the light of the Azez and these stones through to the people of Japan. This is a holy time, and we can bring a great deal of light into ourselves, into one another, and into our world if we simply invite it, as we just did in that brief little meditation. So, I say thank you. I send everyone much love and much light and many, many blessings. Thank you.